White, guys, Ben White has landed in Arsenal or in London ahead of his medical at Arsenal. Welcome to the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Please feel free to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Now, I was really compiling a story of top 10 last night, though I have not yet completed it, but I think by tomorrow it's really going to be up. It's all about the top 10 Premier League earners as Harry Kane is expected to join Man City. Or if Harry Kane joins Man City, we are really compiling that into there because it looks like it's going to be the most highly paid Premier League player with at a salary of £400,000 a week in there. So guys, that is another thing that you should really wait for. We are really going to schedule it, and I think it will be running tomorrow at around midday in there. It will be coming through in there. That's going to be our first top 10 video onto this channel. Remember, this channel is called the Football News Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Then maybe at the end of the week we'll bring in a lifestyle, Cristiano Ronaldo, net worth, and so on and so forth. But don't allow me go into the story of Ben White landing in London ahead of his medical. Remember, Ben White was part of the English the English national team at the Euros. They played up to the semi-final, though he was not actively involved into this because he never featured into any game, but he always made it to the bench. Remember, he came into this squad after Trent Alexander-Arnold got an injury. After Trent getting an injury, he really was cut off, and Ben White was brought in because he can play into the central defense, he can play to the right back and the CDM role, that is the central defensive midfield. That's why Arsenal really look like they want this player. Now, Arsenal really first put in 2 bids and they are turned down, but finally they put in a 50 million bid that Brighton was fancying and Brighton wanted. Then later, Arsenal went ahead to get on this player who goes by the names of Ben White in here, and Ben White obviously is going to become a Ghana because Arsenal really has agreed personal terms with a team which goes by the names of Brighton in there, and Brighton are rumored to be looking for replacement. That's something that really confirmed this to happen, that a man who goes by the names of Ben White is really moving to a team which goes by the names of Arsenal in there. So Ben White is an English player. Yep, he's an English player who is 23 years of age and has been playing for Brighton in there, and he is really a great player and I really like him, and I can't wait to see his combination with Gabriel Magalhaes. I can't wait to see him be partnered with Gabriel Magalhaes, because I think the best centre-back partnership of Arsenal is going to be Gabriel Magalhaes and a player who goes by the names of Ben White. Gabriel Magalhaes came in from Lille last time, from a team which goes by the names of Lille, and came to Arsenal in there, and he did great in there, though he really lacked a very good playing partner in there. But Ben White, as you see him there on the screen, landed in London today, and his medical is expected to take place either on Tuesday or Wednesday. It shows you how much this lad really loves to join Arsenal, because he even cut his holiday shot. He cut his holiday shot to come through and really do this medical, such that he joins the Arsenal team in time. He really wants to play the first game of Arsenal against a team which goes by names of Brentford in there, and Arsenal are going to be playing away from home. Now, remember, Ben White was supposed to come back, was supposed to report, I think, into the first week of August in there, because all of those players that were playing the Euros were given close to 3 weeks off. And remember, the Euros ended on the 11th of July. That means they had to go and spend some other 21 days to rest, because that's what they need to rest their bodies, because they are really going to be actively into another big season into the Premier League in there, and Ben White is one of those. And crossing sides from Brighton to Arsenal really shows you how much you really have to be a consistent player and how fit you have to be. But the good thing with Ben White, something that I've really noted about him, is that he's not an injury prone player, because when you look last season, he played 36 games into the Premier League. He only missed two games in there, and I think, was it a red card? I think it was a red card. That's the reason as to why he missed those 2 games. But he was fit throughout the season, something that Arsenal fans will jubilate about all over the world, to know that the lad that we've just brought in is that real quality that we really deserve in here onto the Gunners and the Emirates. So that is Ben White in there for you. He's expected to really get done with his medical in there soon. That is Tuesday or Wednesday, and that means either on Thursday or Friday, Ben White is really going to be unveiled as an Arsenal player in there. That means he's going to train with Arsenal, and I think by the time Arsenal plays his first game against Brentford in there, he will be already have really got used with his playing partner. Remember, Gabriel Magalhaes is away because he's injured. We don't know when he's returning. I think he got an injury because he's supposed to be part of the Brazilian team that was going to play to the Olympics, but only Martinelli made it to that side. But a man who goes by the names of Gabriel Magalhaes got an injury and was really thrown out of the squad, and they really brought in another defender in there. So Arsenal looks like they are going to be playing either a Rob Holding and a Ben White into the central defense. But to me, I really look at Pablo Mari as someone who is really great, that Arsenal really are really supposed to really play with alongside Ben White, in the absence of a lad who goes by the names of Gabriel Magalhaes. Now, that is the van. You see there, that black van always transports Arsenal players to where the new sign is really going to do his medical. We saw it. That is Kian Tierney in there. You see him standing besides it. That is a black van that always does the transportation of Arsenal players in there when they're really going to do the medical and when they are really going to be unveiled in there. Mikel Arteta was too seen in there doing that in there, and they brought him into that van, and he was really unveiled as a new Arsenal manager. Remember, after sacking Unai Emery, and a man who goes by the names of Arteta came through. After Arteta coming through, he has really had 2 seasons at Arsenal, and both seasons he has been completing 8th in there. So this is a trying season, a trying moment in there for a manager who goes by the names of Arteta. But getting the signings that he wants, looks like he's now going to be really put on the sword, because right now everyone will be looking at him and telling him, you told us that what you want is those signings. And what Edu is doing, Edu is trying to give him all the signings that he's requesting for. Lokonga is in, Nuno Tavares is in, now the medical of Ben White is on. Now we are just waiting to see who else is Arsenal going to sign next. Because is it Madson? Is it Awa? Is it Locatelli? Is it Yusuf Besuma? Is it Ruben Neves in there? Because they're also looking for a right winger who goes by names of Max Aarons. They are looking at Serginho Dest from Barcelona in there. There is Lapante from a team which goes by the names of Brighton, but I doubt that Brighton can really sell off its top class players. 2 of those to a team which goes by names of Arsenal, and because even Besuma is wanted by Arsenal in there. So we wait and see what really is going to happen in here onto the transfer market after the Ben White transfer is done. But I don't know what you guys think about Ben White coming to Arsenal. That means he's going to be unveiled next week in there, and that is going to be either Wednesday or Tuesday. Tuesday, Wednesday, that's when the medical is taking place, and on Friday or Thursday they will really unveil him as a new Arsenal player. That will be really good business, because Nuno Tavares is coming through. Lokonga looking impressive in training in there, and you never know, he might even get his first nod for Arsenal, his first debut for Arsenal in the game of Brentford. Remember, he was supposed to get his first nod for Arsenal all debut into the Florida Cup, where Arsenal was going to play against Inter Milan in there, and that was supposed to take place like 2 days from now. That is a Monday in USA, but Arsenal pulled out because of the COVID-19 infections or attack that really came to the Arsenal camp, and very many players were seen infected, and the coaching staff really, and very many other people at Arsenal. So Arsenal really cancelled that, and they replaced it with Everton, I think, to go there and play. Inter Milan also really cancelled that out. I think they felt like Arsenal would have been the big team that they are going to play, but when it gets out, I think it's something else in there. So they out of the Florida Cup, and Lokonga missed out to get his debut for Arsenal. Remember, Nuno Tavares got his debut for Arsenal against a team which goes by names of Rangers, and he even went ahead to score a goal into that game in there, as he really scored a very good goal in there. Tall, energetic, and he really used his right foot in there to score that goal. So that is the man who goes by the name of Nuno Tavares. 2 defenders will be signed, if at all. Ben White is announced next week after undergoing his medical on Tuesday or Wednesday. 1 central midfield has been announced and signed by Arsenal. Now we wait and see who is next for Arsenal on the ladder after Ben White, because Arsenal looks like they are not yet done with business. I was watching Sky Sports in there, and is it Sith came out and said that Arsenal is not yet done with business. More players are really coming through. Even after Ben White, Arsenal are looking to really get more players in there because they've lost very many players. David Luiz, they've lost Ceballos, they've lost Odegaard, they are losing Xhaka, they are losing Torreira, Guendouzi, William Saliba, Hector Bellerin really wants to go. Which other player wants to go? Even Lacazette is left with just 1 year. We don't know whether he's really going to renew his contract or not. So those are close to 9 players. Arsenal is expected to lose close to 9 players this summer in there. And what is Arsenal going to do? That is a very big exodus from the team because the league is like a marathon and you need to be having a very good squad. So we wait to see the 23-man squad of Arsenal that is going to submit into the Premier League in the after the transfer window up closes. Then, you know, the beauty of this is that if at all you have players like Smith Rowe, you don't need to register them because for those that come from the academy, all players that come from the academy and really make it big to the first team really are not considered into there. So Arsenal really has all the right and very many other academy players in there. Though the Maitland Niles, Reece Nelson are really expected to leave Arsenal this summer and go else and look for loan teams that are really going to give them loans in there. That's where they're going to play. Though there is a story that has been reiterating around on social media that Arsenal is trying to do a double swap to get its 2 players, Nelson and Maitland Niles, to give them to a team which goes by the names of Leicester City because they are valuing James Maddison at £70 million. These 2 players are valued at £40 million, such that they only get Leicester City £30 million. But the Leicester, you know, they only want the money. They don't want any player involved into that deal. Those are stories that we've been doing into here on this channel. But all in all, Ben White is into London, expected to undergo his medical on. He's expected to undergo his medical on. He's expected to go undergo his medical either on Tuesday or Wednesday, and that means either Thursday or Friday is going to be announced as an Arsenal player, and very soon we'll be hearing, here we go, from a man who goes by the names of Fabrizio Romano on whether Arsenal is really, or Arsenal has agreed a deal in principle with any other team or any other player. There is a story that I've read that I'm really researching about, that Arsenal are interested in a CDM who goes by names of Glenn Kamara from Rangers in there. So that is another story that I really feel like I am compiling for you guys, and I think you're really going to love it, of Glenn Kamara being linked to Arsenal. I've watched his clips, I've seen him play in Rangers. He really plays very well, and he has all the attributes of a CDM, guys. He has the attributes of the CDM, and he has the energy, he has a work rate, and he has a very good touch in there. His first touch is good, he's good on the long balls, his tackling is good, interceptions are on point. So Glenn Kamara to Arsenal is another story that I'm really coming through to do onto this channel. Feel free to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on the stories that we do upload in a daily. Go into the comment section and tell me what you think about Ben White already in London as he prepares for his London, as he prepares for his medical in there. The medical is happening on Tuesday or Wednesday, and we'll be doing that story that is undergoing the medical right now. I'm Rokani David, aka RD. Please subscribe to our channel, which goes by names of the Football News, Top 10s and Lifestyle Zone. Feel free always to go into the comment section and tell me what you think, because people can really testify. I really reply almost each and every comment that comes through onto this channel, because you guys are really great. I think those complaining with the volume, I think it's okay now, and you guys are really great. Arsenal fans, thank you very much for watching this channel, and I feel like you guys are really good, and we're headed for a very big season in there. Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool. I think we'll be doing watch-alongs in here, and wait, we are really trying to really bring you the predicted lineups. Predicted lineup will always be coming through. Match reactions, like top 10 things we've learned from a game that has just ended in there. So lots of things are really coming through to this channel. Just do one thing: subscribe. After subscribing, hit the notification bell. That notification bell, when you hit it, you'll always get notified each and every time you go live, or each and every time I upload a video onto this channel. I'm out for now. This is RD.